Welcome to DK Studies. Hope you all are fit and fine. Today we are going to study part 3 of chapter 22, Chemical Coordination and Integration. In our previous part 1 and part 2, we study about the glands, about human endocrine system, hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, and about the thymus. Today we are going to start with adrenal gland. Now the adrenal gland is also known as the suprarenal. Our body has one pair of adrenal gland, one at the anterior part of each kidney. We all know our body have two kidneys and there are two adrenal glands. Each adrenal gland located in the anterior part of each kidney, means one adrenal gland in up of the one kidney and the another adrenal gland in the up of the another kidney. Adrenal gland have two type of tissue. It is made up of two type of tissue, adrenal medulla and adrenal cortex. Adrenal medulla is the centrally located tissue. It is the tissue of the inside part, and adrenal cortex is the outer part tissue. Now this adrenal medulla secretes two type of hormone, adrenaline or epinephrine and non-adrenaline or norepinephrine. These hormones are called emergency hormone because adrenaline and non-adrenaline are rapidly secreted in response to stress of any kind and during emergency situation. These are also denoted as the glands of triple F because during emergency three conditions commonly take place: fight, fright or flight. These are the hormones of emergency because these hormones are released to our body when there is an emergency situation, and in during emergency situation we either fight with the situation or we fright or we flight away from the situation. So this is also known as the hormone of triple F: fight, fright and flight. So the function of these hormones are: this hormone increases alertness, pupillary dilation, piloerection, sweating, etc. Both the hormone increases the heartbeat, the pulse rate, and also increases the pressure and decreases the pressure. They also stimulates the breakdown of glycogen, resulting in an increased concentration of glucose in blood. Now this hormone, as it is the hormone of emergency, it increases alertness, it increases pupillary dilation, it increases piloerection. Piloerection means raising of the hairs of hand. Sweating. It increases our heartbeat, our pulse rate, and also increases the pressure or sometimes decreases the pressure. It also stimulates breakdown of glycogen, means in emergency situation it breakdowns glycogens and results in increased concentration of glucose in our blood. They also stimulates the breakdown of protein and lipids. Now adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex can be divided into three layers: zona glomerulosa, which is the outer layer, zona fasciculata, which is the middle layer, and zona reticularis, which is the inner layer. All these three layers secretes different group of hormones, and those hormones are called corticoids. Now let's come to zona glomerulosa. Zona glomerulosa secretes the group of hormone called mineralocorticoids. Example: aldosterone, salt retaining. Aldosterone is the main mineralocorticoids of our body. The function of the hormone secreted by zona glomerulosa is: it is the hormone responsible for maintaining mineral in our body, that is mineral metabolism. It helps in reabsorption of sodium and water by the kidney and helps in the excretion of potassium and phosphate ion. Thus, aldosterone helps in the maintenance of electrolytes, body fluid volume, osmotic pressure, and blood pressure. Now, zona fasciculata. Zona fasciculata secretes the group of hormones called glucocorticoids. These hormones are involved in the carbohydrate metabolism. The function of hormone glucocorticoid is it stimulates gluconeogenesis, lipolysis, and proteolysis. It inhibits cellular uptake and utilization of amino acids. Cholesterol is involved in maintaining the cardiovascular system as well as the kidney function. Then, zona reticularis. Zona reticularis secretes the group of hormones called sex corticoids. These hormones are steroid in nature. Example, androgenic steroids, that are the male sex hormones. The function are, it helps in the growth and development of the secondary sexual characters. During puberty, it helps in the growth of axial hairs, pubic hairs, and facial hairs. Now, these hormones are related to men, androgenic steroid hormone, so it helps in the growth and development of the secondary sexual characters. Now, what are the secondary sexual characters? Voice, then height, growth, or facial hairs, axial hairs, etc. Now, pancreas. As we studied, there are three types of gland: endocrine gland, exocrine gland, and heterocrine gland. Now, pancreas is a heterocrine gland which act both as endocrine and exocrine. The endocrine part of the pancreas is made up of some specialized cells, and that cells are called islets of Langerhans. And the exocrine part is made up of cell called anal. Now there are three types of cell in islets of Langerhans. They are alpha cells, beta cells, and gamma cells. Now this alpha cell secretes a hormone called glucagon. Beta cell secretes a hormone insulin, and the hormone secreted by gamma cell is still unknown. Now the function of hormone glucagon secreted by alpha cell. It increases the level of sugar in the blood and hence are hyperglycemic hormone. Now this glucagon increases the level of sugar in our blood, so they are also known as hyperglycemic hormones. It stimulates gluconeogenesis, the breaking down of glucose. It acts on the hepatocyte cells, that are the liver cells, and muscle cells by breaking glycogen to glucose. Glucagon also favors gluconeogenesis, resulting in high blood sugar. Now, hormone insulin secreted by beta cell. The function of hormone insulin is opposite to glucagon. Insulin decreases the level of blood sugar, which may cause low sugar. Insulin helps in protein synthesis. It stimulates glycogenesis, that is glucose to glucagon, conversion into the target cell, etc. Now we know about sugar levels. The normal range of sugar in blood is 80 to 120 mg per 100 milliliter, which is now changed to 70 to 110 mg per 100 milliliter blood. Now what is diabetes mellitus? When beta cells get totally destroyed and the production of insulin stops, the blood sugar increases, causing a complex disorder called diabetes mellitus. Now, Due to some physiological disorders in our body, the beta cell present in our body may get totally destroyed. And if these beta cells get totally destroyed, it stops the production of insulin, which results in a high increased blood sugar, which leads to a complete disorder called diabetes mellitus. The symptoms of diabetes mellitus are great thirst, general weakness, loss of body weight, sugar in blood in excess amount, sugar in urine, sugar in saliva, etc. Now gonads. There are two types of gonads. One is the male gonads, that is testes, and the female gonads, that is the ovary. Now let's us come to the testes. Now testes are male gonads. A pair of testes is present in the scrotal sac of male individual. It is present in the scrotal sac, that is outside the abdomen. Testes contain scrotum, which help in maintaining a low temperature in it. Now, testes requires a low temperature for the formation of sperm, so it have certain scrotums which help in maintaining a low temperature. And also the testis is located outside and the temperature is decreased as it is important for sperm formation. Now in the scrotum there are some space between them. The space between the serinoferous tubules, scrotum contains serinoferous tubules, and the space between those serinoferous tubules are called interstitial space, and the cell that form the interstitial space are called Leydig cells. Now these Leydig cells are responsible for the production of the male sex hormone. So we know about the scrotum. Now scrotum has some serinoferous tubules on it. The space between the serinoferous tubules are known as interstitial space. Now this interstitial space have some cells on it, and those cells are called Leydig cells. And these Leydig cells are responsible for the production of male sex hormones. Now what are the male sex hormones? There are two types of male sex hormone, androgen and testosterone. Now function of androgen and testosterone. Androgen regulates the development, maturation and function of the male accessory sex organs. This hormone stimulates muscular growth, growth of facial and axillary hair, aggressiveness, low pitch of voice, etc. Androgen plays a major stimulatory role in the process of spermatogenesis, the process of production of sperm. Androgen act on the central neural system and influences the male sex behavior. This hormone also synthesizes on protein and carbohydrate metabolism. Now, female gonad, that is the ovary. Now, female have a pair of ovary located in the abdomen. One egg or ovum is produced inside the ovary every month. Now, ovary secretes three types of hormones: estrogen, progesterone and relaxin. Now what is Graafian follicles? We know ovary contains some follicles, and the matured follicles of ovary are termed as Graafian follicles. Now function of estrogen. Estrogen controls the secondary sexual characters in female. The feminine nature of the female is maintained by estrogen. It also helps in the growth of sexual organs in female. Estrogen also helps in ovulation. Now function of progesterone. On the 14th day of female cycle, the Graafian follicles can be converted to a new type of body called corpus luteum, which will secrete progesterone. It is a hormone of pregnancy. Now the function of progesterone is It supports pregnancy, it stimulates milk formation, it helps in ejection of the milk, it prepares the uterine bag for implantation of the fertile egg. Now, relaxing. It relaxes the pubic symphysis towards the end of pregnancy.